Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, we are going to discuss a little bit regarding the microservices architecture, and we are going to use the AWS ECS, which is the Elastic Container Service. And for that deployment, we are going to use the custom VPC and RDS, and that particular VPC and RDS we are going to deploy through the latest Terraform version 13 code. So I have already placed the code for you guys in my public repository. So the code is available here. What you have to do is to navigate to this QuickBooks 2018 repository, um, in which I have Terraform version 13 repository. Okay, so download that particular zip and simply navigate to the directory Terraform, okay, VPC ECS RDS. So I've already downloaded that particular zip. So I'm going to drag this particular directory on my desktop. And just to update you guys that you should have the latest Terraform version 13 code already installed, or I mean, if you have Terraform version 12 code or 11 code, make sure you just upgrade the Terraform code. Let me show you the Terraform version I have. Sorry, Terraform dash version. Terraform dash version. So, guys, this is the latest 1302 I've already installed in my system. Okay, so what we are going to do is to navigate to this particular directory. So I'm going to cd into this directory. Okay, so if I do pwd and if I do ls here, so I'm going to navigate to environment, and then I have dev environment there. So if I do ls, our main tf variable and version file is there. If I get out the contents of the version, let me show you that you require a Terraform version 13, and simply I'm going to do Terraform init, and it is going to download the relevant modules. So let me show you the code part as well, what we are going to do hands-on lab in this video regarding the ECS AWS Secret Manager. So let me open my VS Code, and I'm going to drag this particular folder here for you guys. So guys, this is the environment and this is the main TF. So I'm showing you the main TF file that we are going to deploy. So this is the .terraform. It is currently downloaded. In fact, it is already downloaded the relevant module. So I'm going to use the Terraform apply command here. So it is going to download the, sorry, it is going to deploy the stuff that what we are looking for. As I told you in the start of my video that we are going to use the AWS-RDS, and for that master user, it is asking for the password. So I'm going to give a really simple password here, and the username is going to be, let's say, Asim. So this is the password and this is the username. Now what it is going to do is to show us the stuff that it is going to deploy. So um, let me show you that part as well, that we are going to deploy custom VPC with public and private subnets. So as far as the database subnets is set to true, which means this portion is also going to be triggered. If you set this value to false, so this portion is not going to apply. So that's why I need to tell you that I have put this or enable this option as we are using the RDS. So, and we are going to use custom subnets for our RDS. So it is now showing that 34 of the resources are going to be deployed in our Virginia region, and I'm going to say yes. So as far as the coding is concerned, these are the security groups, relevant security groups, and other stuff here. So we are going to use one EC2 instance here, and in that particular EC2 instance, what we are going to do, let me show you that part as well. So this code is regarding the EC2 instance. In fact, it is the module. So it is going to launch one EC2 instance for us. So what I'm going to do is to later on show you guys that I'm going to connect from this EC2 instance to my RDS instance, and I'm going to create one custom database which we are going to use for our ECS architecture. So as far as the ECS architecture is concerned, that um, our container which we are going to run is of actually WordPress. So the database persistency, for that we are actually deploying the RDS. So RDS communication with the ECS, I'm also showing you going to show you in this video, and along with that the secret that we are going to store in the secret manager. So as far as our deployment is concerned, it is currently deploying the VPC. And if I navigate to the VPC section, and also I need to show you guys the RDS part as well. So definitely it will take about 10 minutes to deploy the RDS stuff. So VPC is already deploying. So this is the VPC that I'm going to use, and as far as the RDS is concerned, it is in progress, and it will take about, as I told you, 10 to 12 minutes. So till then, I'm going to pause the video once all set up, and also I will show you the EC2 section as well, in which we are going to use that particular EC2 in order to access our RDS endpoint. So as far as the security groups are concerned, I have already enabled the access, and let me show you that part as well. So this is the EC2 section. The side range of my IP is definitely not that you can use your IP for security purpose, or you set this value to 0.0.0/0, so you can able to access without giving your IP. If you are security conscious, and you should put your public IP and with the /32. Okay, so this is the security group which is going to be used with our EC2. You see, this is referenced here. So, and as far as the RDS, I have to show you that particular security group. So in RDS, we have reference security group 2. So if you navigate to the security group 2, in that particular security group, I'm referencing the security group 1. So, and allowing this 3306 port, which is actually the default MySQL RDS port. So, our EC2 instance, which we are going to, you see, it is currently deployed as able to access the RDS, which will be available in few minutes. So till then, I'm going to pause the video. I have to show you the architecture, that what we are going to do and how we are going to use this setup. So as far as the keys to access this particular EC2 instance is concerned, so if you navigate to modules and navigate to secret, so simply copy this key, and so I'm providing you both private key along with the public key. So make sure you do your lab without, you have to create the keys as well. So what I'm going to do is to simply show you that, guys. I'm going to SSH into that particular EC2 instance, but for that I have to enable my IP. As I told you, if you are working in an environment that even in the dev environment, security is the main concern. So if I do press enter, it is unable to access that particular EC2 because of that particular IP. You see, it is not working. So what you have to do, guys, navigate to the security group. Even you can change it manually or at the start of this video, or you can do it later on as well by updating this side range of which is your actual public IP. So as this is the demo, I'm going to do it manually to just show you that this part is my IP is different than this one. You see, it is now updated. So you can set it manually or update that particular slider. So this is saved now. And if I try to SSH into that particular machine, I should be able to access that. So I'm going to press enter. Okay. So guys, I'm in. So I have to show you one more thing regarding the access to RDS as well. So by default, my SQL package is not installed. So I'm going to install yum install -y MySQL. Along with that, I'm going to install Telnet as well to show you that there is a communication once our RDS is set up. So let it. It is still creating. I need to show you code as well. You see, 6 minutes are gone, so it usually take 10 to 12 minutes. So till then, I'm going to pause the video. As far as the EC2 section is concerned, we are just waiting to connect with our RDS, and we are going to use one custom database into that particular RDS, and that custom database is going to be uh, the part of our architecture, which is going to be used by WordPress through the ECS. And in that particular um, ECS section, we are going to use the secret manager for our password. So till then, I'm going to pause the video. I will be back with you guys in a moment. So guys, our RDS is actually deployed, and what we are going to do is to first of all navigate to the browser and just refresh it, and you see it is now available. So now what I'm going to do is to um, try to access this particular EC2 instance through this RDS through my EC2 instance. So as I've shown you guys that I've already SSH into my EC2 instance. And so what I'm going to do is to click on this RDS database, and we are going to grab the endpoint of this RDS. So what I'm going to do is to first of all show you guys the communication between this RDS. Okay, I have to reconnect with this EC2 instance again because it is timed out. Let me zoom in a bit for you guys. EC2 dash user. So I'm going to copy the public IP address of this EC2 instance and put it here. And let me check my IP. Okay, that's fine. Network is also fine. So what I'm going to do is to do telnet, excuse me, telnet to that uh, telnet that particular endpoint. Okay, I have to copy that again. So guys, this is the endpoint we are going to access. Simply copy this and put it here. So the port is 3306. You see, it is connected, which means that we are able to access our RDS through this EC2 instance. As I've shown you in the start of video that I've set up security groups in a way that it is going to be available for that RDS to access that particular RDS. So now what I'm going to do is to create one database. So the command is MySQL in order to access that particular RDS. So I'm going to show you the command, and user is going to be uh, Asim, and the password I'm not going to paste it here, just to show you guys for the security. And I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to put the password. If it is correct, it is going to be connect with that particular RDS. So we are connected. Let me show you that databases. So these are the databases. What I'm going to do, I've already set up one document for you guys, and it is available in our repository as well. So let me show you that as well. If you navigate to this is the document actually. So what we're going to do is to simply create a one database, and the database of that uh, database name is going to be WordPress. So I'm going to paste it here. So and you see this database WordPress is now available, and what we are going to do is to simply exit from this RDS. And now I'm going to show you that what for the ECS we need environment variable which are going to contact your secret. So what we are going to do is to navigate to the secret manager, and I'm going to set up the database password. Although you can create multiple secrets for your WordPress DB host, WordPress DB name, WordPress DB user. So that is the example I've shown you here. So for the sake of the demo, what we are going to do uh, for WordPress setup, and we have at least these environment variable setup. So this architecture, just need to tell you that is going to be applicable for the microservices, whether you're using the Spring Boot application or any other application. So this is the architecture you should go for. The RDS, the ECS, and um, as far as the storing the secret, you can use either the SSM parameter group, or you can use this secret manager. So what we are going to do is to first of all navigate to our AWS ECS section. Let me open it in the tab, and what I'm going to do is to navigate to that ECS section. Okay, Elastic Container Service, and also I need to create one secret in the secret manager. So if I navigate to the secret manager, let me show you that as well. So regarding the secret manager, I need to tell you that I'm going to create a secret with the CLI. The reason for that, currently the current support for the, let me show you, for the JSON format is actually not available. So I will show you that part as well. I'm going to go for the other secret. So if I put the secret environment variable and other stuff here, you will see that it is not going to work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the AWS CLI for the commands that we need to create those secrets. So I will show you here. So in secret manager, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one secret, and secret string is going to be this. So simply copy this command, and I'm going to create this secret, and the secret name is going to be the DB password. You can use any name of your choice. So as you see, we are in our EC2. So as far as the RDS database setup is done, what I'm going to do is to simply exit out from this EC2 instance, as I've already configured my programmatic access as administrator to that particular account. So I'm able to create those secrets. I have full access. So I'm going to paste this command. So this secret with the DB password is now created. If I navigate to the uh, secrets section, you will see one secret DB password is there. So the thing I need to show you guys that currently, if I navigate to retrieve secret value, so this is the plain text. If I click here, so secret key slash value. Currently JSON format is not going to be work in our in our ECS. So this is the plain text, and what I'm going to do is to simply copy this ARN and put it in my ECS task definition for ECS task definition, which I'm going to use for my container. So if I navigate to the ECS section, I'm going to create one cluster. Okay, networking only. Cluster name, Cloud Geeks, and I'm going to enable the container insights here. So what it does, that it give you a lot more detailed stuff regarding the container, everything. You can read this stuff. CloudWatch Container Insights is a monitoring and troubleshooting solution for containerized application and microservices. So it collects or aggregates and summarizes compute utilizes complete compute utilization such as CPU, memory, disk, and network, and diagnostic information such as container restart failures to help you isolate issues with your clusters and resolve them quickly. So I'm going to create with this by enabling it. If I click on view cluster, our cluster is available. So I'm going to create one task definition here. In task definition, I'm going to select the Fargate. As far as the, okay, I'm going to call this WordPress. And as far as the task role is concerned, currently there is no role. So I'm going to create one role here, and in that particular role, I have to provide permission to the services like let me show you that. I'm going to create role. Okay, create. We click on create a role. So permission with regard to the ECS. So if I click the Elastic Container Service, you will see um, for select your use case. So we are going to select this use case, which is the Elastic Container Service task. It allows ECS task to call AWS services on your behalf. So what services we need to call from our ECS? For instance, we have just set up the RDS. So RDS is not a part of that ECS. So by setting up this, we are going to call the RDS, but I'm going to add a few more policies in that. I'm going to give this to my contain these permission to my container as well, which I'm going to show you later. So as well as far as the RDS permission is concerned, I'm going to use the custom policies. But for the sake of this demo, I'm going to give full access to the RDS. So this is the full access to the RDS. I'm going to check this and click next, review. And this is the, now you can say that WordPress role for ECS. Okay, I'm going to create this role, and if I navigate to that particular section and refresh it, you will see this role is now going to be available. So I'm going to select this. So by default, networking mode is AWS VPC. You can't change that. So this is the task execution role. So task execution role is required to pull images from the ECR, but also this role is required, as mentioned, it is required to pull images from the ECR, but it also this role, task execution role, is required by container in order to pull the secrets as well. So I need to show you that if I didn't attach any policy with regard to this, so it is unable to pull the secrets. So with regard to the secret manager, I have also set up a document that what policies are required for in order to pull the images. So for that, I've also um, provided you the document in which I've given you the policies required for that. So what I'm going to do is to use this policy where it is going to get resource value, get secret value, describe secret, list secret, version ID. So what I'm going to do is to simply copy that particular policy, and I'm going to create one policy and navigate to, if I navigate to this role section, and I'm going to type WordPress, and I'm going to attach with this um, role, but you can definitely set up another role and attach that particular policy to that particular container of the WordPress which we are going to use. So if I navigate to create policy, and what I'm going to do is to simply paste this policy in JSON format for the existing one. I'm going to remove, and here I'm going to put the ARN of uh, our secret which we have created. Okay, just remove this part. Okay, so if I navigate to the secret manager, this is the ARN. Okay, either you can select, and this is going to be secret values for this, everything relates to that particular secret. So I'm going to simply paste this value here. So this is the ARN, and I'm going to save this, and this, call this policy WordPress secret manager, secret manager access. Okay, so create policy, and this policy is going to be the part of your role. So if you click the word, if you search for this WordPress secret manager role, so we have now let me, sorry, navigate to the role section. If I click, if I type here the WordPress, you will see one role, and that particular role we have currently one policy, and I'm going to attach this policy uh, which we have created WordPress secret manager in that particular role. So you see now we have two policies. So if I navigate to my task execution role, you see that the role is required for the container to you know call the container for CloudWatch logs and pull images. So I have updated, and it is going to create that. Let me show you that. I'm going to give this 2 GB and 4 sorry 4 and 2. So as far as this settings is concerned, valid memory and CPU utilization is you can provide according to your needs. So I'm going to add one container here, and the container name is going to be the one which we are going to use. So I'm going to give WordPress. So by default, what it is going to do, it is going to pull the image of this WordPress from the Docker Hub public registry, and let's give this other setting remain as it is. So I'm going to give this port which is exposed in the Docker file. So this is the actually container port. Um, let's just remain everything as it is. So what I'm going to do is to actually update the environment variables. So as far as the environment variables, I'm going to update. Let me, okay, these are the environment variables we need. Uh, WordPress DB host. As I told you, you can create secrets for these as well, but I'm going to just give all these environment variable names. Okay, DB name. DB name is going to be the WordPress. Okay, and the endpoint of our RDS is this one. So I'm going to give this one. So this is the value. This is the value. Okay, and as far as the DB user, and the DB user is, this time I've set up the user awesome in our database. So I'm going to give this user, this is the value. Okay, so for WordPress password, I just wanna hide and don't wanna show that. So for that, what I'm going to do is to provide the value of the ARN which we have created through our AWS CLI. So this is the WordPress DB password, and I'm going to select this time values from, and I'm going to provide this ARN to this particular environment variable. So it is going to fetch the password from there, and I'm going to show you that it is not even going to show you in the task definition as well. So anyway, this is the log group which is going to which is it is going to create, and if I click add, so if I navigate to this DB section, okay, everything seems to be fine. Okay, and if I navigate to the VPC section, okay, click create. So it is giving us an error, create task definition WordPress. Okay, I have to check that what it is, and I will be back with you guys in a moment. So guys, it seems that task execution role was not enabled. So I'm going to select the same role, task execution role for our container as well. So okay, and in that particular role, I'm going to also um, provide one more policy with regard to the, let me, CloudWatch. Okay, CloudWatch full access. So what I'm going to do is to simply navigate to this role which we have created, and I'm going to provide this for the sake of this demo. I'm going to provide full access to our um, CloudWatch. CloudWatch. So this is the CloudWatch full access, but definitely you should narrow it down according to your needs. So if I navigate to this particular section, and now I will try to create this task definition. Okay, WordPress container invalid characters. Okay, and let's go back and try to fix this. If I navigate to this WordPress, okay, this is the mistake I have done, but also regarding the CloudWatch permissions which were missing. So now let's try to create it. Okay, so this is done. If I view my task definition, so it seems everything is okay. Now if I navigate to our cluster, click here Cloud Geeks, there is no task running as this ECS is serverless, so you will see nothing in ECS instance, and if I create one task, it is going to be definitely available. So if I navigate to the task definition, I've created the task definition. Let me navigate to this. So okay, so I'm definitely what I'm going to do is to simply run this particular task. Okay. So I'm going to run this particular task on the Fargate, and uh, I'm going to select my custom VPC for that, which I've created, and I'm going to select the public subnet to show you guys that that particular subnet is going to be um, I mean, through which our public IP is able to, access the internet. So if we click on that particular public IP, we should be able to access our application. So I'm going to select any public subnet from here. So edit this rule, select your existing ECS rule, and I have selected, and this port 80 is going to be available from my IP address, public IP address. Uh, in advanced section, you don't need to change anything. So everything is set up. Let's try to run this task, and if everything goes well without any errors, we should be able to see our application. So if I click this, you will see one IP, public IP is assigned to that, currently is provisioning. In case of any error, you will see that particular task is not going to be available. I mean, it is going to be failed, and with regard to that, logs are going to be available, and you can debug those what issues you are facing. So we have to wait for a while, and let's see if everything goes well. But you see, currently we have an error to fetch data from AWS Secret Manager. So I have to look into my particular policy with regard to the AWS Secret Manager which I have provided. So I will be back with you guys in a moment. So this debugging is very important for you guys, so you can fix those error which your containers need. And as far as the CloudWatch and the logs are going to be available in your CloudWatch section. So let me fix this and I will show you what is the error. So guys, it seems that I have done mistake in my policy. So if I navigate to the IAM section and navigate to that particular role, so as far as the policy is concerned, this is the WordPress Secret Manager Access Policy. So mistake is definitely in this part. So as the log suggests, so I'm going to click the JSON here and I'm going to edit this policy. So the ARN of this particular secret and the DB password which we have created is this one. So uh, I'm going to remove the extra bits here and remove that particular colon and star from there. So I just need that it should be able to get resource, get secret value, describe and list, and everything else with regard to this ARN only. So let's try to run that particular task one more time. If I navigate to my okay, run more like this. So it was actually stopped. So I'm going to just try to rerun it, and hopefully it is going to be fixed this time, or we might see any other error. So we definitely have to fix those. So as I already told you in my previous video that I've shown you the debugging stuff as well. So I'm going to select this existing security group, which I've already created through our Terraform version 13 code. And if I navigate to the advanced section, so everything is seems to be okay. So I'm going to click on this run task. You see, previously the task was stopped in stop state. So I've updated my policy, and let's see whether it is provisioned or not. So it is currently in the provisioning state. We have to wait for a while, and uh, another this time we are getting the same error that we are unable to um, access our DB. So um, we are having problem in that. So I have to check this policy again to fix this. Okay, guys, I found the issue, and the issue was actually that this task execution role is actually not attached. So what I'm going to do is to actually create a new revision, and I need to update this task execution role, which I need to give permission to the container as well. So I'm going to select WordPress for that. So in past, although in task role this WordPress is selected, the mistake I was doing that I thought it is also selected with this task execution role. So container definitely need permission for the AWS Secret Manager. So I'm going to create this new revision. So from this revision, what I'm going to do is to run this task and run this task on Fargate. I'm going to select the same stuff here. I'm going to select the particular VPC, okay, and the subnet. which is going to be the public subnet, and in that particular subnet I'm going to select the security group, which is the ECS. Okay, so let's try to run it, and hopefully we should be able to resolve our issue with regard to the secret manager, which is actually our container is unable to access the secret manager. So the issue, it is showing that the task role is this, and the task execution role uh, means that the container is unable to fetch on has not authorized to call AWS secret manager. So let's try to refresh. Hopefully we will not get this error. You see, it is now changed to pending. So um, what we are going to do, let's try to grab this public IP address, and hopefully our WordPress instance or container is going to be up and running. And let's try to copy this and paste it here. So guys, you see we have successfully debug our issue with regard to the ECS secret manager. Now container is able to access the AWS secret manager, and let me show you that part as well. Okay, I'm going to give this title, and password is okay. That's fine. Confirm this week password test 123. Install WordPress. Okay, forget to type my email. I'm going to put this email here. Okay, that's fine. Confirm this week password test 123. So now I'm installing the WordPress here. So you will see that WordPress will be stored. Let's try to log in and never save it. And Cloud Geeks I'm going to use, and the password is test123. So you guys, we are successfully able to access our ECS container and ECS application. Although this is just a task, if you want to run this task persistently, you have to create a service, but that video is going to be part of my future videos. This video is getting quite longer. So as far as the secret is concerned, if I navigate to my EC2 section, let me show you that part as well. So if I navigate to the task definition, okay, so if I click WordPress, currently we are using the second revision, but even in the first, in the second, what I have to show you guys the part with regard to the environment variable. So if you see the environment variable, let me just show you that part. So um these are the environment variables. You see my key and the value. These are the keys and values. So this is my password. So your password is now is actually a placeholder for your database password, which is coming from the AWS Secret Manager. So that is it, guys. You see, we are successfully able to hide our password through AWS Secret Manager. Hopefully, you like the video. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.